On this episode of Beer, Blues, and BS, that's right, it's night 2 of the new format. That's right, we've made a change, and we'll see how this goes. And hey, JS teased a big announcement, and so we will get that big announcement in this episode. And hey, here's a little secret for those who check this out. There's a future announcement coming, a big announcement. It's something that could change, like, all of the Triple B. I haven't even told Kidder about it, but at some point I will. So just make sure you keep tuning in, because it could be interesting. But getting back to this episode, we're gonna just have a good time. I hate to tell you anything about this episode because it's going to spoil it. Let me just tell you, it just keeps getting better and better and better and better and better. And the rants and the ravings and the, oh my God, like, it's a great time. You're going to have a blast with this episode. Get ready to laugh. Get ready to just be in a good place, because you are in a good place. Welcome to the show.
It's Howard Blues and the Mark Kidder. Pour a cold beverage, pull pussies, enjoy time with friends.
The Triple B! Well, the Triple B sucks. Okay? Oh, come on.
Whatever, man. This is Beer, Blues, and BS. Online at beerbluesbs.com.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Beer, Blues, and BS, the podcast that does math and relevant callbacks to past episodes. Trying to get rid of the sticky note. I am your host, the living embodiment of Charlie Brown, Howard Blues, here as always with my co-host, the man, the myth, the legend, the Mark Kidder. Kidder, how you doing tonight?
Doing well now that I'm getting ready to roll, slightly toasted, ready to have another good time, another Friday night with my good brother Howard Blues. And as our new show format has, this is the middle of the other show, basically the end of the show. But here we are. JS Gunslinger, the Triple B official armor, is here. Also, really the Triple B mechanic. And the Shade Tree mechanic himself, JS Gunslinger, in lime green. What do you got happening today?
Well, gentlemen, as we saw in the first show, we were changing oil on a semi. We got that done, so now we're going to put some tires in the pickup. Been cleaning up a spray foam job that we had yesterday, and yeah, it's been an eventful day. Looking forward to what's on tap round 56, and getting ready for the activities tomorrow and Sunday. Which, by the way, Kidder, there's a shoot tomorrow and Sunday.
So, I would love to. And you're going to be hella disappointed about why when we're talking about it after the show.
If you're going to a Taylor Swift concert instead of going to shoot, you can just off. Like, just go away.
Because this is being recorded, I'm not going to say what I thought up here, but no, it is not Taylor Swift.
I don't know, Kidder. If you had Taylor Swift tickets, you probably could sell those for a small fortune at this point. Just saying. And on that interesting bit of financial advice, if you saw last week's show, you know these guys just cracked open a beer. But it is time for everybody's favorite segment of the show. What's on tap? Well, just the first one, because it's technically back to round one. For the recap, in case you forgot last week, JS is drinking an IPA, finishing up IPA Appreciation Month. He's got the Voodoo Ranger Juice Force IPA. Kidder is drinking a Busch Latte. And I'm actually having an IPA that JS actually enjoyed on this show. I, too, have a Voodoo Ranger from New Belgium, but it is their Peach Force IPA. So we're going peach with this one. And it's definitely better than the last thing I had to drink, probably.
I hope you're pleasantly disappointed.
It's got a nice peachy smell to it. That's not bad. I might give that a I might give that like a 3.6, 3.7 maybe.
That's a that's a little high, but
yes, but I like IPAs, unlike everybody else on this show. So
there is that. So remember last episode I said there was an announcement. I might have some breaking news for you, Howie.
oh no. Breaking news.
So if Kidder can find the picture, I made a pit stop at a local, how should we say, establishment. When I was
whoa, family show, man. Family.
It was a local establishment. When I was in the Chicago,
The strippers were local.
I hit up the beer cooler, and I found 4 of them that didn't have English on them. So that's what I brought home.
Did I send these to you already?
No, you have not.
So we have a plethora of things to try. I don't know what language it is. I think maybe it's German. It could be Dutch. It could be, I don't know. It's not Korean, but it could be another language from that area. I have no idea what they are. I don't know how they're going to taste, but it's going to be awesome.
Why do I have like the like probably right on the money, but probably just terrible feeling that IPA Appreciation Month has just sparked the whole like Revenge on Howard tour. And that for the next year of my life, this is when I'm going to get punished for IPA Appreciation Month.
This is what happens when you poke the bear.
Yep. I don't know if Germany makes Four Locos, but we'll find out.
Yeah, that's definitely a foreign language. At least I can tell one of them's a lager. We got a Pilsner. That one's a raspberry something or other. Oh, raspberry wheat ale.
I did have one of those. I needed a beer when I was down there. I had one of those, but I got one for you and for Kidder and for the Techno Geek.
I am a little worried about the one that's like the 1874 and has a picture of a goat on it, and I can't make out what it seems to be holding or hugging in that picture. But guess what, folks? Look forward to make sure you're tuning into the Triple B because interesting beer is coming.
I was gonna try and meet up with Kidder here this week, but it didn't happen. So next week or this weekend, Kidder's gonna get a delivery and he'll have one for you.
That's good.
You know why? Because that's what you get.
He does have a peach finish long drink for you, JS, from me.
Ooh.
So, which I gotta say,
that was the surprise.
The peach finish long drink better than this. But I am enjoying this. This is a good one for us to kind of close IPA Appreciation Month because this is kind of the last of the August shows. So IPA Appreciation Month coming to an end. Although I still have a few IPAs I got to work through.
No one cares.
Well, I mean, all right, back to you.
Got an IPA for you right here.
Kidder, I think we need to have like, I don't know, 4 Local Appreciation Week.
Oh, Jesus.
No. No.
And dead.
I'm out.
Howie needs to drink 2 of them in one episode.
No.
Or
if we're going to do that,
or has to take 5 shots of number 1.
No. Here's the thing. I'm hoping now that Local Geek figures out number 3, which he's pretty close to. If he can figure that one out, then the whole either gets reset or changed or
Oh,
goes away.
I can definitely get you some stuff to reset that.
No.
I would be happy to reset your stash of if you know, you know.
No, I'm good. I kind of have a feeling that you know has got to retire at some point.
Oh no!
Yeah,
it's
if he
just
does it, you're gonna
beginning, Howie.
retire it. You'll be retired on that. That'll be done.
No, not after that whole Money in the Bank pay-per-view debacle where I did 7 shots in one show. Yeah, no,
You should have picked your answers more carefully.
Yeah. Why didn't you pick the right answer? Duh. Money in the Bank is never the pay-per-view of the year.
I need Big D to come back so that you guys have a different target for a bit.
Listen, you brought this on yourself.
Yeah,
for
not
giving
gonna
us
lie, Howie.
all that Christmas tree.
You started this.
I did. I can't lie about that. I am the originator of IPA Appreciation Month. So
yeah. So you're welcome.
It's been good. It's brought out content. I mean, you can't argue that part. That there has been laughs over this. There have been good times over this, and
no good times. My brain feels like there's a pine cone stuck in the middle of it.
But you're done. You finished them. You finished 10 IPAs, kidder.
I know this is unbelievable because I haven't died.
And you did it faster than me. So, that's normal.
I'm trying to. I want to get rid of this. I want to drink something that I enjoy.
So, when do we drink the celebratory one? That next week?
We gotta find a time where we get us plus local geek. So the next time that we know for sure that all 4 of us are going to be on, because I think that'll be an enjoyable thing with all 4.
I think that one might actually be pretty good.
I'm excited about it. I was like, woohoo, we got to get this when I saw that in the store. I think the only person who's like about it is probably Kidder.
Compared to all the trash that you forced upon me over the past month, that one, I am happy to drink.
Hey, I did it. I did it for the audience.
Okay, The Rock. I did it for the people. Actually, that was Rikishi.
I was going to say, what did that make you Rikishi?
Technical. I did it for the people. I did it for The Rock.
I did it for the lols. Yes.
The 9.5 must be kicking in. I couldn't find the hole.
Family show, JS. Phrasing.
Yeah, the lug nut wouldn't go in the hole.
You gotta thread it right.
You had to insert the stud into the hole and then slowly thread on the lug nut.
Future Howard is swearing right now. I hope you're happy about that.
Good. I hope he is.
This is a present Howard problem that he gave to future Howard.
I mean, that's most of future Howard's problems.
And past Howard. Past Howard's the brainchild behind this crap.
Clearly, all this has proved, Kidder, is that I apparently hate myself through all of time and space.
Yeah. Timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly beer.
Okay, we need that on a t-shirt.
Emphasis on the wibbly-wobbly when you get too much beer.
Yay, tires!
JS is making the world go round.
I also realized I did not start my timer. Nah. Rank amateur over here on the new format.
Clearly. So, while you're trying to figure out, again, the space-time continuum, I watched the newly released movie Jackpot tonight with one John Cena and a bottle of water, Aquafina.
I didn't know that you were such good friends with John Cena. I never see him.
Well, the camera runs at a different frame rate, and so you can actually see him on recorded television. In person, you can't.
Sorry, that was more of the play on language when you said I watched a movie with John Cena, you know.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Let me tell you, my stardom and international fame goes that far, Howard. You should know this by now. You just told a story about me talking to people because of my stardom and fame.
I did do that. I did. Percent. Okay. Yeah. How was the movie?
Has not been punished by that yet.
It was that bad. It was that bad, huh?
No, I mean by like me running into people I know and that sort of thing.
Oh, don't worry. It happens. My wife hates going out in public with me. I do the same thing.
See, Howard, I'm not the only one. Anyway, movie wasn't too bad. It's set in the future. The title is Jackpot. The premise is that there's a lottery system because the government can't pay for itself and people are blah, blah, blah money. And then in the lottery system, you buy a ticket. And then if you're chosen, people come after you and try and kill you because if you can survive till sunset, you get the jackpot amount. But if somebody kills you by not using a gun or a bullet, then you, the person who killed that person, get the jackpot.
How is it?
I mean, it's an action comedy, so it's not terrible. Howard just lost it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Again, it's John Cena and Aquafina. I don't know why this lady named herself after a bottled water, but with a different spelling, but that's neither here nor there. There are some funny moments. I actually laughed out loud a couple times during the movie.
Well, good. I had kind of heard not so good things about it, so.
Well, I mean, it's not the world's greatest comedy, but it's also not the worst thing you can spend an hour and a half on.
Correct. The worst thing you can spend an hour and a half on is an IPA.
Yeah.
You're right on that one, Howie. You are right on the money.
Listen, yeah. I knew if I said anything else, I was going to get probably dunked on. So I just
Mm-hmm. Yep. You did good. We're proud of you.
Listen,
at least you're realizing.
It's more survival at this point.
Well, we're going to switch gears. Instead of working on vehicles, we're gonna do some gun stuff.
Oh, interesting. What gun stuff are you up to?
Oh God, I should have cleaned this thing right after shooting that ammo. Oh no, that's so bad. So, this is a Russian TT-33 Tokarev from 1953. It is what I shot the last match with, and still managed to take 13 out of 30 people.
This is great, comrade.
With a 70-year-old pistol, 68-year-old pistol.
Math.
Yeah. So, but the problem is the ammo I had is corrosive. I don't know if you can see that, but corrosive ammo corrodes your barrel, hence, the name. And I didn't clean it after that, so I now have a severely corroded barrel that I need to get this out of right now. So we're going to use the world's stinkiest gun cleaning solvent, which is Sweet 762. It is straight ammonia. It is awful. However, it works. And right now, I need this to work. So we're gonna subject ourselves to some toxicity here and get this thing cleaned up.
Good luck. Good luck with that.
Yeah. So there's a trick to it when you reshoot this stuff. You take, like, when they shoot AKs, a lot of the guys will carry a bottle of Windex around with them because the older AK ammo was all corrosive too. So you'd do your shooting for the day, and then you'd take that bottle of Windex and you would just hose that gun down in Windex, and that would neutralize the corrosive acid that is used in the primers on this stuff, and would keep the corrosion at bay. However, I was a dip, and I didn't do that. Now I have to deal with a bunch of surface rust and corrosion on what was a beautiful example of a Russian Tokarev. I'm kind of upset with myself for doing this.
How did you end up with a Russian firearm?
When I bought this in 2012, they were readily available. They had shipped in by the thousands and were super cheap. Ammo was plentiful. I can buy an entire case of 850 rounds of Polish surplus ammo for less than $100.
Wow.
I can buy 3 boxes of 50 for $100 now. Ooh. So it has gone up a lot.
It's amazing how much hobbies and such can really go up in price. Like take this for example. This is a miniature kit that I just assembled not too long ago. This is sort of a board game, but it is Radikar the Beast. If I can ever get it to decide to focus on it, I had it for a second.
Focus, you! Did I get it?
No.
Oh, I tried.
There we go.
The other guy on YouTube does that. It works for him.
Gentlemen, do you want to take a guess how much this piece of plastic cost?
$57.97.
I'm gonna throw out about $350.
I need about $350.
Damn Loch Ness Monster.
Damn it, monster! Get off my lawn!
Kid's going with the classic joke. JS, you're not far off. This is about a $65 model.
That was just a completely random guess. So,
hey, you're in the ballpark.
Yeah,
it's. But that's what you get for Games Workshop. Their models are beautiful, just beautiful pieces, but the amount that you will end up paying for some of them are crazy. Like, take this guy. So this is kind of interesting. He is a suit of armor with nobody inside. He's like a ghost. So like you can see like his leg, kind of about where my pinky is just floating there. But like they even have the details of like blades of grass on here. They're just sticking up from the base. It is just a beautiful model. But again, something like this, you're going to pay $50-$60 for a single model. So it's obviously be expensive.
Well, when I bought this gun, I could buy the Russian counterpart rifle for $150. Ammo for the rifle was $10 a box of 20. The same rifle now is over $500. They haven't gotten any better quality, but the same rifle is over $500, and ammo now is close to $20 a box for the same garbage. I mean, they're called a garbage rod for a reason. If you've seen the movie In the Enemy at the Gates, you know which rifle I'm talking about.
Yep.
It is the tried and true Mosin Nagant. They will always go bang. However, they're not exactly the best things in the world. There was a reason that the U.S. invented the 03A3 and the M1 Grand, because they're superior in every way. However, the prices of said items have skyrocketed. So the rifle that I paid $75 for in high school is now over $500.
Yeah, it's as I said, it's kind of expensive. My dad does a lot of buying and selling of firearms. That's his kind of hobby in retirement.
He mainly does trap guns and bird guns, doesn't he?
Yes. Yes. Although every now and then, if there's something kind of interesting, he gets tempted to purchase. But yeah, he mostly it's shotguns. Shotguns are his kind of specialty. Yeah. It's what he knows.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No. Well, I mean, hunting is his hobby of choice. Well, training dogs is his hobby of choice. Hunting is kind of it started off as a way for him to feed the family. When my parents were younger and kind of just starting out and we were kids, like they bought a house that was a bit more than they could probably afford. And so to kind of supplement their income, my dad started hunting and fishing. He never was a outdoorsman guy before that, but he kind of had found, like, if he could bring home fish, if he could bring home pheasant or deer, then that was groceries we didn't have to buy.
Yep.
And it was kind of his way of keeping the family fed in those times. And now he goes hunting. He does it more for fun nowadays, but you talk about a guy who's had some fun with that. His dogs, because training dogs is kind of really his hobby. In fact, his dog Ranger is going to the National Invitational here in September. It scored high enough in their local field test to get to go. So he's going and doing that. And if Ranger scores high enough there, Ranger will go in the Wired Hair Pointing Griffon Hall of Fame. So
he's got Griffons, huh?
He does.
We have a couple Griffons that come to the grooming salon. I don't know if they're his or not, but we have a couple of them that come.
No, they're not his. I know. But my dad's dogs, as he likes to put it, the governor of North Dakota does not know who my dad is, but he knows my dad's dogs. The governor does an annual pheasant hunt, and my dad has been a guide for that almost every year that Governor Burgum has been in office. And so, yes, Governor Burgum knows my dad's dogs, Tipsy and Ranger. He knew Pomp when Pomp was still alive. So, but he's also been a guide for Senator Hoeven. So I'm not just saying it's a name drop. I'm just saying, like, this is the quality of my dad's dogs. So
hell yeah. Does he bring them in to get grooming, or does he do it himself?
He does it himself.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I knew you haven't seen my dad's dogs.
No, that's okay. There's a lot of people of that caliber that will do them themselves rather than bringing them somewhere else. but it's stuff like that my wife specializes in. We have all levels of groomers at our salon. My wife is one test away from getting her master groomer certification, which she will be the second one in North Dakota to get. There are not many of them up here, so she's almost there. So that's why I was asking.
Yeah, no, which is, to me, hearing that is interesting. I don't know enough about the dog grooming business, because as I said, my dad's always taking care of his own dogs. So the fact that there's like master levels of that, I wouldn't have known.
Yeah.
So it's this is why it's always fun to have everybody on the show that we have, because you learn things, and it's
right.
I did not know that was a thing, and it's cool. But good for her to be able to do that.
Yep. So that's like I said, that's why I was asking, because she gets clients like that here and there that are looking for a high level, high quality groomer that is willing to do. That is willing and has the skills to do things that other groomers don't. And it's nothing against any of our other groomers. They're all wonderful. We have an amazing team at the salon, but we have girls that specialize more in low maintenance stuff. We have girls that specialize more in certain types of dogs. And then we have my wife that tries to do more of the higher quality, higher end and more technical stuff. So we've got kind of all levels of it.
Yeah. And it's I mean, as I said, it's always interesting when you start talking to people and the different levels of any kind of job. Like, so many times we think of people like, oh, you're just a dog groomer, and don't realize like the levels of training and expertise and such that people have gone through to reach that level.
Yeah.
So
I was looking through the list here, and I thought it was a little higher, but as of now, Brunhilde has seen 30 different states for the different competitions and trainings that the wife has been to for just this year alone.
I mean, which is impressive. That's very much impressive.
So we're hoping we get a good placement here at the next show. We got pretty high hopes. She's got a groom that's a winning. It's a winning groom. She just has to perfect it a little bit more. Because when we do go to shows, there's every level of competitor that shows up, and there's a lot of really, really good competitors that show up at those shows. So,
I wouldn't have thought that dog grooming was such a competitive sport.
Did you know that there is an Olympic dog grooming team?
I did not know this.
I didn't know that either, but we have Groom Team USA, who Miranda's sponsors also provide sponsors for, and those are the ones I did the auction for this last weekend at the show. So, yeah,
I would not have had thought about an Olympic level on this, but yeah,
you learn new things every day, Howie.
The more you know.
I mean, that
I can see that graphic in my head.
That is a classic graphic. I have actually a couple of times thought about trying to figure out a way to do that graphic for this show, because every now and then somebody makes that "the more you know" joke, and it's like, we really need to get that graphic.
Graphics team's on hiatus.
The graphics team has been on hiatus for a while, man.
Can we afford the rights to that graphic? Are we able to do that?
No.
We don't make money the way it is.
Did you know that the hammer assembly is all one piece in the Tokarev? The hammer, the ejector, the sear, It's all one piece. It all pops right out of the gun. Sorry for the terrible lighting. I got turned on what I can, but I guess I could move it up to that bench and you'd have all kinds of light, but I have a ring light sitting right next to me, but it's one of those Bluetooth ones that doesn't work real well.
He's got better tech than we do.
I mean, it helps when you charge it or plug it in.
See, the problem is here's the other half of it, and
plug it in.
Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, it went kaput. But when you buy everything on Temu, what do you expect?
I have actually never bought anything off of Temu.
My wife has a crippling Temu addiction, and she thinks she needs an intervention. I think we need to have her on the show and do a Temu intervention on her.
How it's going to help, but
my favorite can do it. My favorite thing is one of the YouTubers who I like to watch when I'm not watching the Triple B on YouTube. They did a whole series where it was Wish, Temu, and Alibaba, and they ordered like $100 of stuff off of that, and then they rated how much of a scam it was. So the scam level of the items that they got when stuff came in. It was kind of interesting.
I'm going to guess Alibaba took the cake for the most scams.
I forget where it is. I watched that several months ago, so.
Yeah, I haven't ordered anything off of Alibaba, but judging by the quality of some of the Temu stuff, it wouldn't be hard.
Yeah.
I have Alibaba'd a few things, and everything came as intended. So,
wow.
I'll give him that.
A good recommendation. I am realizing that shot I took in the last week's episode is
still getting you, huh?
I mean, I'm working through the 9.5, on the APV scale for this IPA, but that shot it's hanging in there, and I'm not really happy about it.
I'm not really sure what's going on, but my phone is just all of a sudden deciding to re-enter my email by itself, and I haven't touched it. Jimi Hendrix is coming back. I don't know where the video went. Oh,
Jimi Hendrix was like, I gotta get on this Temu, see what they got for guitars.
Maybe
they have any of my guitars on there.
I still got a black screen, so I don't know. Maybe it'll come back.
See you.
I don't know what happened. Like literally, I don't know what happened. It just all of a sudden decided I don't like you anymore. And
now this is the part where Future Howard gets his revenge, JS, because he can put up anything in that box now when you pop up. So
it will not let me back to the video screen.
JS's phone is like, I am done with the Triple B. Good night.
Yeah.
Like I can still hear you just fine, but I cannot get back to the video screen. I just get literally a black screen on my phone. Oh, okay. Now I can see you again. But in Minnie's time, oh, here we go.
It even auto-censored him. That's amazing.
I don't understand. I don't understand the technology.
Probably because there was a gun in your shot, and we're using Google.
It must have been, and they decided that they wanted to censor us.
Just wait. First comment on this video is going to be Local Geek going, did you try turning it off and turning it back on again?
Assistant can't start the microphone, other app in process. I never asked it to start the microphone. You son of a...
So Kidder, you might remember way back early in the history of this show, at some point. I made a reference to the fact that I refer to our Alexa-enabled devices as the assistant.
Yes.
There was an ad out, I forget for who, but they did it that they did the whole like, for when you're asking your assistant this, and then they did the Alexa, da 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 da. And I'm like, you stole my thing.
Yes. Yep. Yep. That's how it goes.
The bunch of thieves, I tell you. Bunch of thieves.
I mean, listen, the number of stuff that like Kidder and I like talk about in like conversation and go like, it'd be, great if like the WWE did this, or I have this really great idea. And then it's like a couple months later, it happens. It's
how's
pretty great.
Can you see what's going on now?
That is very clear. That's
does it
amazing.
help that it's actually got light now?
Yeah. It's crazy.
Cool.
Yeah, the sad thing is I have to censor all this because the Google algorithm that runs YouTube doesn't like the appearance of Firearms.
Well, there's all kinds of YouTube channels out there that allow it. So,
you can have it on your channel. They just don't like promote there's a gun. Let's not.
Maybe that we have one now will actually get somewhere because clearly we haven't been promoted before. JS gunslinging his guns.
Yes.
It's just always interesting to me.
Check out that penetration.
Ooh. We got all up in there.
And a bug.
We're gonna put
there was a bug.
We're gonna put some extra oil on this thing because
check out JS's rod getting lubed.
That's right. Oh, I need the toothbrush again. I gotta put the vibrator into it.
This is gonna be one of those like these two episodes. I'm either hitting the censor button or I'm playing the rim shot constantly. It's
Hey, I never said anything about a rim job.
I didn't either. I said rim shot.
Hey yo!
Shots,
jobs. I mean, it's a work in progress either way.
We're gonna lose our family-friendly rating over this.
I think we lost that a long time ago, Howie.
I mean, I keep trying to preserve it, but it seems to be a losing battle.
I'm gonna go with like episode 3. I think we lost. The first episode you let me on, we lost it right away. But
Well, truthfully, actually, back in the early days of the Triple B, we didn't care if you swore.
True.
You could swear all you like. I didn't really censor it.
Well, what the?
Well, and then I saw a video that YouTube put out that said, "Hey, we're gonna start if you swear at this rate or that rate, we're gonna not play your video or share your video with many people." So that's when we really went hardcore into the editing. Although I also, while YouTube is probably lightened up on that, the audio services are still pretty strict about it, which is why I continue to censor it, even though Kidder would be like, you don't need to do that. It's not, these words are fine on radio. You should. It's like, I know. I don't know.
I mean,
this is why
I'm always family friendly.
Kidder, we just need to get big enough where I can hire somebody who figures this crap out for me, and I don't have to be the expert or try to be the expert.
We're gonna lube this up good here.
Or hey, if there's anybody out there who you
wants
need like
a job that pays nothing.
Well, I was going to say you need a senior project to save your grade and wanted to save a small time podcast. Boy, you can help us help you at all we're talking.
Have we got the dilemma for you?
Yeah, your senior project is to turn this podcast into a multi-million view per week episode show. Good luck.
Good luck. May the force be with you.
Gentlemen, as I continue to drink this Peach Force, I don't know. It might be the 99 bananas still messing with me, but I don't know.
I'm going to go with yes.
It's getting harder to drink.
Oh, no, what was that, Howie? Did you just say an IPA tastes like?
No, I said it's hard to drink.
Because that's what I heard is that IPAs are terrible and that we should never allow them on the show again.
Breaking news. Howard Blues admits that IPAs are trash. More at 11.
That is 2 breaking news in one episode. I don't know how we're going to keep up, Kidder.
Hey.
Well, I know. By hiring a full-time assistant and not paying them anything.
Yes.
Hey, guys, some breaking news.
What?
In 2025, IPA Appreciation Month will be returning in August.
No, it won't. No, it won't.
That's okay, Howie. That's okay. We can do that.
Because of that, I'm taking a hiatus from this.
Kidder, here's the other thing. You have to remember, I had to pay for all of the beer in IPA Appreciation Month. As Kidder walks out, flipping off the camera as he goes.
It's okay, Howie. Just remember, For Loco Appreciation Week can be a thing too.
You can try. I make absolutely no promises that that's going to happen.
Perfect. Have fun censoring.
I wasn't going to actually censor the gun. I just was trying to keep the conversation going.
I mean, I would expect no less. I mean, YouTube does have some pretty wicked algorithms. And I get it.
Yeah, I mean, it does. And I try my best. This is why we joke and we talk about the editing and when it comes to all the swearing and such. But I'm never going to stop you guys from swearing, and I'm not even going to try. Right? That is this group. It is the natural language. If I'm going to throw out a bigger term, I'd say the vernacular of this group is to use that language. I'm never going to just say, no, you guys can't do that. I just censor it, so hopefully we get more views. That's the only reason I do it.
Oh, understandable. I will say, whoops. Ooh. Depending on what we're talking about and what we're going at, I do try and keep the language somewhat reasonable.
Oh,
depending on the topic. If it's IPAs, go yourself.
Oh, listen. The whole IPA Appreciation Month thing started as a trolling Kidder bit back in January.
And I'm still that it is not actually a thing and that I fell for this I mean, it's fall. The hipsters like the IPAs. I figured, it's got to be a thing. How we did it? It's got to be a real thing. You son of a bitch.
Yeah, it actually was just a thing I started, and I picked August because it's Kidder's birthday month. This was all meant to be trolling Kidder, and I threw it out the first time just as we could do this, and it was like ha ha ha, and it became such a great joke to just constantly bring up that we would do IPA Appreciation Month in August. And eventually was like, okay, I have to do this. So listen, IPA Appreciation Month cost me a couple $100 to sponsor with all the beer. You know what?
And I don't feel sorry for you.
You shouldn't. This is the price I paid for the content of it.
Yep.
I totally accept that.
I will say my content did not cost that much that I picked up in Chicago. It wasn't the cheapest beer I've ever bought, but it was surprisingly affordable, which kind of scares me.
Listen, we're a good group that tends to exchange beers all the time, and a lot of times we're trying to just pick things for everybody to try, and we don't know if they're good or bad. Yeah, but I knew this group would hate the fact that we were doing IPAs.
Gee, what led you to that conclusion, Howie?
The fact that I think if you historically look at our IPA rankings, like IPAs are some of the lowest rated beers on this show, but it has provided some of the best content on this show when we have had them on. So it's like,
I mean, you're not wrong.
So we did it. I don't know that we'll ever actually do it again. It's just funny. So
it has made for good content. I will give you that. It has made for good content. It has made for a ton of laughs. I've had a great time. Even though I'm drinking water, it has been a good time.
Hi, Howard.
I'm gonna laugh. We're having this great conversation. All of a sudden, I swing over to look at my screen, and there's Kidder flipping me the bird with both hands, and it's just.
So, number one, I gotta say, JS, you are absolutely correct. Thank you for the wonderful cheap beer that we're going to try. Aside from this hoity-toity bull that is clearly meant for the toilet. Number two, Howard, thanks for wasting your money on this because I'm glad I didn't have to pay for it. Number three, it's always a good time. And yes, content is content. And that's what it is. Number four, Howard, you for making August IPA Appreciation Month with your because you, and that's why I don't care about your IPAs. We're going to pick in December for IPA Disappreciation Month because you need to drink a few to have your blow up. I don't know. Something like that. Number five, I'm thirsty again after draining all of that nastiness from there, and I'm having a Bud Light, and it's time for everybody's fifth favorite segment of having yet another drink.
Well, you know what? I'm going to grab another one too then.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Let's do this! Yeah!
And you know what it's not going to be? It's not going to be a IPA.
Yeah! Yeah! IPA! Yeah!
I'm going to wait till the local geek is back to have his beer. I am, however, going to have... What's this? I'm going to have something fun. Although I don't know how well it's going to go. Maybe I shouldn't do this.
Did I hit on all of the points? Because I think I may have missed one.
Oh, okay. I got one.
Because I heard everything that y'all were saying. I want to make sure I caught everything so I can react to it.
I knew you could still hear everything. But I'm not even sorry about that because the rant when you came back is just pure gold. So.
Cheers to you, Howard.
All right, Kidder.
Yeah.
Why don't you start us off with the good beer of the night? What do you got?
Oh, I already said I could just have a Bud Light right here.
Oh, I missed that. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I will.
It's just a palate cleanser.
I'm going to just say, though, after IPA Appreciation Month, I am taking away Big D's title of Troll Minister of the Triple B because clearly I've done a better job of it with IPA Appreciation Month than he has ever done with any of his shenanigans.
Well, number one, he has to be on the show, and number two, he has to watch the show, and he's slacking at both of those. So there's that.
It's okay. I'm cutting that clip, and I'm sending it to him. By the time this episode comes out, and I don't know the exact timing if it'll be out or not, but at this point we'll have gotten to the whole bit, Kidder, where you gave him crap about preferring younger Howards. I don't know if you remember that spot, but it's coming out as a reel shortly, and if you want to see it, make sure you're watching not just our YouTube channel but our Facebook page because that one is particularly funny. So anyway, JS, you said you were having a beer. What are you having?
I am having a good beer. I do have a whole bunch of content beer that I've been saving in the fridge, but that would mean I'd have to go all the way back into the house. And I don't want to do that because I'm lazy and playing with guns and half drunk. So what we're going to do is we are going to do a Lakeside Cherry from the Leinenkugels.
Cherry.
Lakeside Cherry is a crisp and refreshing beer made using real
Cherry.
real cherry, Kidder,
Ah,
and was inspired by Rose Lannenkugel, who is an
And
amazing
vomit.
person, who morturated.
what?
In English is hard. Her family home to stay at the Lannenkugel business after
Mortgage.
probation. The
She
use of cherries
Hold on.
creates a rose-colored
We gotta
beer
back up. Hold on.
honoring
We gotta back
Rose
up.
and all her pioneering, resilient women like her. Sincerely, the Lannenkugel family.
From the grave, she tasted like cherries. What in the frick is going on in Minnesota these days?
I know,
What?
you know, I'm really kind of sad because on our last trip back,
Howard's dead.
on our last trip back, we drove really close to Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin, and I could have gotten a chance to take a tour of the Lannenkugel Brewery, but we had to pick up the dinosaurs in Valley City, and we were running out of time. It was 11:30 by the time we made it there anyway. So unfortunately, I did not get to take a on-scene live action trip for the show. I didn't get to report in the field from the brewery. However, morturated cherries, everybody.
Gross. It's got to be a bit dusty.
Oh, damn, that's good beer.
Just for the record, we have confirmed at Thomas and Moriarty's that cherry does not belong in an old fashioned, and it wasn't just me saying it.
You are correct, Kidder. The world's greatest bartender has confirmed that exact fact, and I will 100% take her word for it. I am, however, one of those weird who like cherry and love it when there's cherry in my old fashioned. However, Rachel's cherries, Jesus, that was bad.
Yeah.
There's a
We
lot
might
of
have to edit
fume-
this
there's a lot
part
of
because then
fumes.
they'll never sponsor us.
There's a lot of fumes coming off this stuff right now, and it's affecting my brain, Kidder.
Just throw that out the window because we're done.
I'll take my glasses off. I've been laughing so hard. I'm crying.
Rachel's old fashions are the best ones ever. I'm done.
And that was the day that Howard died.
Oh. That,
Also, I forgot that I watched the movie Twisters.
The new one?
Yes,
Ooh.
I watched it. Howard knows how much I hate the first one, Twister.
Oh,
It was not-
You're one of them.
Well,
Oh.
you know, science and things.
That was a completely scientifically accurate movie. Cows can fly, Kidder. Okay, cows
And-
can fly.
Yes,
damn
they
it.
can. They
and-
can.
with those fighting words issued from JS, Kidder, I'm giving you an extra 10 minutes. How was Twisters? And why is JS wrong about Twister? Give me
He's
a
not
chance.
wrong. Cows can fly in tornadoes. It's proven. They're not just ground beef. I mean, maybe when they come back
Ding!
down, maybe when they hit the ground. But there's, you know, like we're gonna grab onto this pole because it's buried in the ground and we're gonna survive. But the whole thing, no, get the fuck out of here. That's some stupidity at the highest of stupidity. At least with the second one, Twisters, plural, they use a lot of science. Beginning, they don't quite use the science at the level of science it should be, but they're using terms that are involved in actual tornado chasing and learning how to figure out how tornadoes form and things like that. So I appreciate that being in the movie, but I don't appreciate that the movie wasn't that good.
So, Kidder, from a certified storm chaser expert opinion,
Yeah.
is the tornado real? Is the tornado they're chasing? Is it real? Is it a possibility?
No.
Could it do everything that the movie Tornado did?
I mean, tornadoes have done a lot of crazy things. Suddenly forming out of nowhere with no advanced warning, and they're at a rodeo and then suddenly levels everything. I mean, they should have known. Having the record historic tornado outbreak. I'm pretty sure they wouldn't be holding the rodeo if they knew that there was the high potential of tornadoes anyway.
Hey, when you're riding a bull, there's nothing that's going to get in your way.
Clearly, you've never listened to Garth Brooks' classic country hit, The Thunder Rose.
Well, the lightning strike.
And the storm goes on.
Much like this conversation and episode.
Not a sleepless night.
More beer!
The storm goes on out of control.
And, you know, if you run back down the hallway and through the bedroom door,
the thunder rolls. Tying it all together, Howard.
This is more love that country has gotten on this show than it has ever gotten on this show.
And retrieve the pistol located in the dresser drawer. Tonight will be the last time, because he won't do that again.
Bam, bam, bam.
If we want to quote lyrics, I can do Garth Brooks lyrics all night long.
Did you know that? What? I was going to say, Garth Brooks did a concert in Baton Rouge a couple of years ago, and actually, when he sang the song
first,
I was going to say when he did the song "Call Him Baton Rouge," like the crowd singing with it was so loud that it actually set off a seismograph at LSU.
I can believe it.
Oh, it's a true fact. It happened.
True
anyway,
fact.
Carry on.
Like Twisters. It happened. Yeah. So the thunder, the lightning in her eyes. The thunder rolls. There you go. Kidder admitting to Garth Brooks lyrics.
Yeah, you know, I'm very impressed, Kidder. I did not think you knew any country lyrics whatsoever. Wow. Even though you were a successful country DJ for, what was it, 1 year, 2 years?
Yeah, about a couple of years, yeah.
Yeah. Even though you were a successful country DJ, I mean, it may not be, you know, the #1 listened to show from 2012 to 2014. However,
per capita in the country, yeah.
Per capita in the country. I didn't mean to forget that part. I didn't mean to forget that part.
JS, let me let you in on a little secret about radio. You don't actually have to listen to the music to be good.
Whoa! That is a lie.
Kidder has told me many stories about falling asleep.
Country. I did not want to be listening anymore. I wanted to go string myself up from the transmitter out back because, by God, the fourth song in a row was The Box by Randy Travis, and that was enough to throw me over the edge of depression, eternal damnation, and suicide. That was the pinnacle of what the is going on in country radio.
We're just singing about our feelings, Kidder. Okay?
Why do we talk about our feelings? We're men. We're not supposed to talk about our feelings. This is America. We can't talk about our feelings. Holy.
I
was
Future
like-
Howie, I am sorry, but not sorry about the last 30 minutes of conversation.
I mean, listen, Future Howard will be upset about the amount of editing. However, he'll also note that this has been actually a pretty good episode, and hopefully people are laughing at it as much as we have been with all of our discussions. So, as long as it's funny, I mean,
Well,
I'm down.
it's always funny. I'm here.
Yeah.
He does bring quite the element of excitement.
I mean, we've got oil changes on semis, we've got fixing tires on pickups, we've got cleaning guns, we've got intricate country radio discussions. I mean, what else could there be?
You forgot drunk miniature painting, but that's that's mostly on my end.
That's a thing too. That is a weird subdivision of OnlyFans, but it's a thing too.
Yeah. More of a sad and ignored element of OnlyFans, but it's.
Did I ever tell you guys that I wanted to open my own repair shop and call it OnlyFords?
That'd be depressing because it's just broken down all the time.
I wanted to special. Hey, job security, man.
Yeah.
I wanted to specialize in the 99 to 04 Ford F-150 platform.
Well, in response to that, operator, what you putting me on through? I got to send my love down to Baton Rouge. Hurry up! You got to put her on the line. I got to talk to the girl just one more time.
If that was off memory, Kidder, I'm impressed.
Yeah.
He says that he has Wikipedia pulled up.
He's got the lyrics pulled up. We know that.
Yeah.
He does bring quite the element of excitement.
I mean, we've got oil changes on semis, we've got fixing tires on pickups, we've got cleaning guns, we've got intricate country radio discussions. I mean, what else could there be?
You forgot drunk miniature painting, but that's that's mostly on my end.
That's a thing too. That is a weird subdivision of OnlyFans, but it's a thing too.
Yeah. More of a sad and ignored element of OnlyFans, but it's.
Did I ever tell you guys that I wanted to open my own repair shop and call it OnlyFords?
That'd be depressing because it's just broken down all the time.
I wanted to special. Hey, job security, man.
Yeah.
I wanted to specialize in the 99 to 04 Ford F-150 platform.
Well, in response to that, operator, what you putting me on through? I got to send my love down to Baton Rouge. Hurry up! You got to put her on the line. I got to talk to the girl just one more time.
If that was off memory, Kidder, I'm impressed.
Yeah.
He says that he has Wikipedia pulled up.
He's got the lyrics pulled up. We know that.
It is on my hard drive, surprisingly.
Yeah, sure. And on that,
the best part about cleaning is you get to make sure they work.
And on that very algorithm unfriendly, somewhat graphic joke, Kidder. I'm making this transition for the second time this episode. We've been talking for quite a while. It's the first time we wrap this show up,
hey,
and Howard gets to go to bed. Yeah,
it's only the first time. Yeah,
there's a shoot on Sunday, right?
Operator, what you put me on through? You got some love down to Baton Rouge. And the thunder rolls and lightning strikes. Hey, For Howard, here's one for you. There's a tear in my beer. Hank Williams, everybody. Howard's crying and he's dying. He's like, where am I? What is this?
All right, kidder. I won't interrupt you this time. Maybe.
Oh. Yeah,
maybe.
Okay. Here we go. BeerBluesBS.com, BeerBluesBS.com, BeerBluesBS.com. It's the website. Get on there. Like us, support us, help us. If you really want to do it, buy our merch. The pint glasses, the t-shirts, the signs, the shower curtains, the blankets, everything. It goes right back to us, beerbluesbs.com. Also, streamlabs.com/beerbluesbs. It's right here at the bottom of the screen if you're watching us on YouTube. Streamlabs.com/beerbluesbs. Streamlabs.com/beerbluesbs. Right there. You can get pint glasses, t-shirts, and more. IPAs coming back for revenge. Lots of stuff available there. Plus, you can subscribe to the show. Little as $1 a month helps a starving podcast host keep this damn show rolling. Streamlabs.com/beerbluesbs. And if you go on to streamlabs.com/beerbluesbs and subscribe, your name will be embodied in this show for pretty much eternity. What are you doing with your slide there?
I'm exercising it.
You got some good lube on your slide? Or is that your barrel?
Oh, well, I gave everything a good lube down all over to keep her nice and slippery. So that when we go to the competition, she runs smooth.
Mm-hmm. Because slow is smooth, smooth is fast.
Yes, kidder. Now you're getting the hang of it.
See? I love it. It's a very nice, clean board you got there. That's very nice. Right. Watching that swirl pattern you have happening.
A little bit of ASMR.
We can't hear it, though. Wiping it with your face.
And it was at that moment that Howard realized he's not drunk enough for this.
I got something for you, Howard. A palate cleanser. You got to take a shot of whiskey.
Right. I don't have any whiskey in the house. I'm
number two.
No.
Both of us said the same number on cue at the same time. You got to take a shot of two.
No, you guys need to get through cheap plugs so we can wrap this show up. Howard needs to go to bed.
Howard's getting angry.
No, Howard started to stutter in the middle of a weird lisp. That was like two speech impediments out one word.
Yeah, a shot of whiskey will help clear that up.
Yeah, no.
It'll perk you right up, just like the barrel on JS's cleaning board.
Okay,
so if you want more of this, which I don't know how many people do, but if you want more of this, streamlabs.com/beerbluesbs right here on the screen. If you're listening to this on the audio version and you've made it to this point, God bless you, because thank you for putting up with us, and get down there to the show notes for the actual link and subscribe for as little as $1 a month and help us keep this show rolling, because it's about $120 a month that we have to pay for this show. So there's that. Facebook and Instagram, we're on both. Please like us, follow us, share all of the posts. We'd love for you to be part of the show. Comment on everything. If you're watching or listening, just comment and help us keep the show going. Other than that, next week we got another episode, and that means more commenting, more sharing, more shenanigans, and more of you being part of the show. So I think that's the cheapest of the cheap plugs to get over with all of that. So let's go to the final thoughts. JS Gunslinger, the esteemed guest for this evening. What say you, sir?
You know, I was having a conversation with my son earlier tonight, and he was a little upset because he was being bullied for his weight. Two things. One, don't raise kids that bully other kids. If you're that person, you. Two, just keep in mind that a person capable of great violence, but who chooses peace, is a very capable, very effective man. A man that is incapable of violence is harmless, shall we say. Don't raise kids.
Eternal wisdom from the gunslinger himself, JS Gunslinger, and his cherry beer. Maybe that's why he woke up and chose violence this evening, because of the cherry. Howard Blues! Final thought. If you want to limit it to 5 minutes.
You know, here's what I would say. One, it's unfair that I had to follow JS and his surprisingly always good philosophical reasoning that he puts at the end. But two, I will say this. I think that IPA Appreciation Month has been one of the best months of content on this show. And if you want us to do this again next year, make sure that you are like...
Go yourself!
Bottling in the feedback, letting us know. Because if you don't do that, then I can't convince these guys to drink, in this case, 10 more IPAs. So if you want this to happen, if you want this tradition to continue, it's all on you. I have done my part. I have bought the beer. I have made this happen. If it's going to live, it's up to you. You, the audience.
If
Only
we make
you
it,
can save IPA Appreciation Month.
If we make it to 100 subscribers, I will buy the beer for IPA Appreciation Month.
Woohoo! We're at 174.
Are you kidding me? There's 174 people that like this stupid. What the hell? I feel like that was a trap.
That you set for yourself.
Son of a... I'm sorry, Kidder. I thought I could win.
This is the classic hockey chant of "You up, you up, you up."
So, Howard, if you buy more IPAs, there's going to be an attempted murder charge filed against you. Because you're killing me.
I'm sorry, Kidder. I thought I could win. I really did.
You should have said 1,000 or like 100,000.
I thought we had like 12.
I mean, that's how many people watch the show every week.
I mean, the only people that watch it are the 3 people in the damn video right now. So
yep.
I didn't think there's any way we'd have that many subscribers.
Yeah, well.
We're screwed.
At least I finished the 2 beers to try and push those other ones down the line.
I will say I can taste a lot more cherry now than I can Christmas tree. So, you know, cheers.
Anyway, that was my final thought.
I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I felt it was appropriate.
No, it listen, it was good. So it's now up to Kidder to just bring this show home.
I'm already at home.
Good. Bring the show home. Tuck it in. Say it a bit. Give it a bedtime story. You know.
JS is crushing that.
Gotta spank it good.
He's taking it out like it owes him money. Wonderful.
Taking out my IPA frustrations on the cherry.
Yeah. Good. It deserves it. So, for JS Gunslinger, for Howard Blues, I am still Mark Kidder. Thank you for joining us for this and every episode of Beer, Blues, and BS. Please join us again next time for another episode. There's free beer tomorrow. Keep your glass at least half full. And we will catch you on down that non-cherry, super illegal, banned substance Tuscan Highway. Have a good one. And next episode of Beer, Blues, and BS is coming at you around the corner.
You have been listening to a UA production of Beer, Blues, and BS. If you enjoyed the show, help others find out about it by rating the show or leaving a review at your podcast listening service of choice. Thanks for listening, and may your glass never be empty. UA Productions presents A Glimpse Behind the Curtain.
I don't know about that first episode, but that second episode is going to be a banger when it comes out.
That was a lot of fun. Not gonna lie, that was a lot of fun. I had a great time at this one.
Yeah, it'll be good. It'll be good. I'm gonna hate editing it, but it's gonna be good.
hey, you were even throwing stuff out there at the end, so you know you can't be mad at just Kidder and I.
Oh, listen, I don't ever get mad at it. It's more of just like the frustration of like, oh, there's another one. I need to stop. And there has been enough swearing on this show that I can recognize the waveform of the word.
What?
Like, because when I edit, you know, I get to see the waveform, so the sound thing. I can actually identify the waveform of the word. So when I have to go in and actually edit that out, I can go, well, there's where it starts, there's where it ends. Just from the
nerd.
No, it's just repetition. It is the constant. The only person who makes it difficult is actually JS, and I will say this because JS has this habit, and I've noticed this of when, especially with the F word, he will hold that F sound at the beginning of it for so stinking long. It is just, you know, it is.
I'm glad I can make your life difficult, Howie.
It gets worse when you add the ing to the end of it. But yeah, it's like, oh my god. I've had times where I've had to like double the length of the bleep sound effect because I'm like, one bleep is not enough to cover this.
That's awesome.
And that's definitely behind the curtain right there. That chunk right there.
Yep, that's a good one.